Okay, guys, thanks for listening in to the Three-Man Power Trip podcast. I am Lucas.
I'm Boner.
I'm Jordan.
And this is going to be our Thanksgiving special. We're going to go over the Week 12 scores for you. I'll start that out. The Texans beat the Colts 20-17 in Thursday night's matchup. And then on to Sunday night, we had the Bills beating the Broncos 20-3, the Bears beating the Giants 19-14, the Steelers beating the Bengals 16-10, and the Browns whooping the Dolphins 41-24.
Buccaneers beat the Falcons 35-22. Saints beat the Panthers 34-31. Seahawks win against the Eagles 17-9, and the Redskins beat the Lions 19-16.
And then we had the New York Jets won in a shocker 34-3 versus the Raiders. We had the Tennessee Titans win 42-20 versus Jacksonville. New England won 13-9 versus Dallas. 49ers pulled one out 37-8 versus Green Bay. And with the Monday night, we had Baltimore defeat the Rams 45-6.
Holy crap.
Alrighty, guys. So what's your takeaways from last week's games?
I'd say the Ravens totally dominating the Rams. I expected the Ravens to win, but not 45-6.
Yeah, that was a pretty impressive victory that they had.
I think Lamar looks like the MVP of the league right now.
Not bad for a running back.
Yeah, added 5 more passing touchdowns to his total.
Tied at 22 right now.
Do you think he can sustain the way he plays, though? I mean, I heard him talking about him on the radio, and they were saying that they think he's like one of those quarterbacks that you might get like 5-10 years out of him, but to play like that forever, I don't think that's sustainable. I mean, like, look what happened to RG3. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Michael Vick was pretty good, for a while, and then he kind of.
I do think the thing with Lamar is Harbaugh and Roman, they kind of built the offense around his skill set.
No doubt. Yeah.
I think RG3 kind of got thrown into it, and he was even playing sometimes when he wasn't 100% ready. I do think, though, Lamar is a better passer than Vic. And I think as he gets older, you're going to have to rely more on your arm.
And I would not have said that last year.
No, I know.
He didn't look like as good of a passer as he is this year.
Right, he looked
didn't
like
that
an
last
average
year.
passer last year, and then comes in this year, and he looks like he plays from the pocket, but then runs either when it's designed
or needed,
or when it breaks down.
And I noticed too, he's a lot smarter now. He's sliding, he's going out of bounds, he's not taking the big hit unless it's for a touchdown.
Right.
That's the only thing that worries me about a quarterback like that. I mean,
I do think, though, we're getting to that era now where you have to have mobility.
Yeah.
Pretty much
yeah.
Big Ben, Roethlisberger.
the days of the statue quarterbacks that just stand back there and can't move.
Mm-hmm.
I do think, though,
some mobility.
I do think, though, you're going to see, it doesn't seem like anybody can contain the run game.
Yeah, the Ravens O-line is dominating up front, and that's really helping Lamar and the run game out, honestly.
And then, I mean, also, too, really, Lamar doesn't have a big-name receiver. I mean, we got Hollywood Brown now.
No.
Still, they're building chemistry together.
Right.
Andrews
Andrews, the tight end, right? Yeah, he's been playing pretty good. The defense is playing really well, too. I mean, the Rams, what happened to the Rams? What happened to that high-powered offense?
Yeah, they were 12-4 last year, and they've already surpassed that loss total this year.
And look
crazy.
Look at all the money they've got in those players. Goff just signed that contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gurley signed that contract, and he's not the same.
Then they went out and traded for Ramsey.
They got Jalen Ramsey that's going to have to be paid. That team's going to fall apart soon.
Well, I think you have. I was looking at something a couple weeks ago, and I believe they said you had. I think it was at least a quarter or a third of the team was between Donald, Goff, Gurley, and it's going to be Ramsey.
Yep.
You can't build a team around that.
Goff doesn't look like he's worth the money right now. Gurley can't play half the time anymore.
I think they're kind of keeping Gurley on a snap count because of his arthritis in his knees.
Right, but when does that snap count break? Because they're 6-5, I believe, and snap count or not, they're going to have to make a push for the playoffs if they're going to want to continue their season into the playoffs. So I don't know what to say about the snap count thing. They've got to let him play.
Well, if you think about it, in the Super Bowl, C.J. Anderson played more than Gurley did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
hear you
did.
there.
Yeah.
As a random note to all the Madden fans out there, Lamar Jackson surpassed Michael Vick in speed rating.
Ooh.
Michael Vick's top speed rating, from what I was reading, was 95. They have updated Lamar to 96 speed.
Human cheat code right there.
It wouldn't shock me though to see the Ravens in the Super Bowl this year. I think out of the AFC teams, to be honest with you, I think it's them and the Patriots right now. I mean, I don't think the Chiefs are playing as good as they were earlier on in the season. Who else you got? The Texans. They're hit and miss.
The thing that worries me the most is I know the Ravens played the Patriots, but Bill.
He's gonna learn.
I'm sure Bill didn't even give away what his game plan was. Just if there was a possibility they play him in the AFC Championship game. Another one I'm worried about is Mahomes. We haven't been able to beat Mahomes yet.
Right.
He's had problems keeping healthy wide receivers though. Chiefs have had that problem. Another game we could talk about is the 49ers and Packers game. I mean, what the hell happened to the Packers?
I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
had 41 yards at the end of the first half.
Yeah, the Packers just... I don't know if it was just a bad day, but the 49ers definitely dominated that game straight up.
And I enjoyed every minute of it, being a Vikings fan.
I hear you.
I like to see the Packers lose.
I do think it seems like with Rodgers, he's one of the most hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
Especially lately, it seems like now. When he's on, and they're rolling. When he's not on, they're falling apart.
Right. Yeah, and the 49ers, their front four on defense was just getting after him all night. If they weren't actually sacking him, they were pressuring him.
No.
So,
Well, Rodgers doesn't have a lot of excuses this year to me because they finally gave him a defense. He's got a good defense. He's got Aaron Jones now. He actually has a decent running back.
right.
He's got some weapons.
They've got a new head coach, but, I mean, they're still a good team, but with the new head coach and all that, maybe it was just a bad game. I don't know. But 49ers definitely look legit.
On the one side, though, do you think Bosa wins the Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Oh, yeah, probably.
It's looking like it.
It's
looking
looking like it for sure.
But yeah, 49, they've kind of surprised me. I mean, I thought they were going to be all right this year, but I didn't think they were going to be so dominating like they've been this year so far. Garoppolo's pretty good, I guess. Most of Brady's backups, it seems like when they go somewhere else, they don't pan out. But
It's kind of weird thinking, though. You had Jacoby and Jimmy G were both on the same team as Brady at one time.
no.
They've all got winning records now, so Belichick did something right when he was drafting.
Speaking of Belichick,
Yeah.
I know you don't want to talk about this, but it's kind of a big game this week. What do you think about your Cowboys?
Oh, man. I'll say this, kudos to the Patriots. They got the win versus us. The Cowboys did not impress me at all. I'm more mad at the boys than I am the Patriots. Pats got the win. They did what they were supposed to do. But Dak had more than one opportunity. But I don't know. It's kind of disheartening, when you lose a close one like that. But I still feel, Dak had his opportunities and we didn't pull through. So, what are your guys' thoughts on this?
I'm laughing because it's just, I don't know. It's nice to see somebody else go through what I go through all the time.
Yeah.
Being a Vikings fan, it's been disheartening. So,
Yeah, the Ravens have had a hit and miss also.
but then you got to think you're playing the Patriots. I mean,
Yeah, and I get that, but I was hoping for a little more than 9 points, but at the same time, Pats only had 13.
yeah, you held them to 13, and the weather conditions weren't that great.
Right, weather wasn't too. I mean, there was a couple penalties, but I'm not gonna blame the game on
The tripping call.
a tripping call. Dak had his opportunities, and he just flat out didn't ball out like he has been. But like you said, it is the Patriots, and it's that defense.
It's odd though. the weird thing about the last few weeks, the Cowboys, Dak's been playing really good, and then the defense has been letting him down.
Yeah.
This week was kind of the opposite.
Defense
And Zeke's
held.
still not getting the ball that much as he was.
Really, I
Right.
think Zeke should have been getting more touches or getting more involved. Now, I do think, though, you guys had a problem with Gilmore.
Yeah,
Everybody does.
He's been
Gilmore's
shut down
tough,
everybody.
Oh man, yeah.
There's always next week or this week. So
But yeah, we'll talk about this week here in a minute.
any other takeaways really from this week? I mean,
Say kudos to good old Frank Gore.
Oh yeah,
Passing Barry.
Frank Gore passing up Sanders.
Do you think that he hits number 2 at least?
Oh man,
I don't think he can touch Emmett.
no.
Emmett's too far up.
Emmett's too far. If he wants to get 2, he's gonna have to play another year or 2. I think when I was looking at it, he's like it's a little over 1,000 yards away. He's gonna definitely have to play another year or 2 to get that. I mean, I think it is possible.
he's
but-
stayed pretty healthy his career, hasn't he? I mean,
really-
most running backs don't. I mean,
I think too he has taken a smaller role in the past. I'd say at least 5 years. He's not really a feature back.
Right.
He's more your third down back. He's going to get you that first down.
what's weird about him is I know he's a great running back, but when I think of like great running backs, I don't ever think of Frank Gore. I mean, his name never really comes up in my opinion when you're thinking about him. I think of Adrian Peterson.
Why? I think too it's because Gore's not really the most flashiest. He's one of the older backs, more of the power
He's
backs.
just been a
Yeah.
consistent running back. He's never been like the best running back in the league, but
He's always getting you that 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, if not maybe hitting 13,
like
1,400.
I said, staying
Right.
healthy is a big thing. I mean,
Like now you see McCaffrey. I don't think he's going to last that long. He's getting too many touches on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. He's setting all kinds of early career records, but like you said, all those touches is going to start wearing him down.
remember DeMarco Murray when he had all those touches for the Cowboys?
Yep.
And then he kind of fizzled out after that.
Now, was it Murray or was it the line? Why Murray was putting up career numbers.
Yeah, he had a pretty good line for sure.
Really, I mean, and another takeaway is I can't believe the Jets murdered the Raiders 34-3. That was insane.
Oh yeah.
Hats off to Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. I think they're kind of starting to click now, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Jets are going to be a force within the next few years.
Bengals are still winless. Surprise,
Yeah.
surprise.
Going back to Dalton.
They're going
finally.
back to
But-
Andy Dalton. I don't understand
A
it.
team that's in your division, Jordan, the Browns, they've kind of started to click the last couple weeks. They've got a couple wins in a row now. Is that going to continue?
As long as they swing their helmet, it should.
Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
Now, here's the thing. Do you think who's going to play that game? Is Hodges going to play or is Rudolph going to play?
Oh, I don't know.
I think you roll with the rookie if you're Pittsburgh.
Probably. And what do you got to lose? They're not making the playoffs. I don't think. Well, they're actually in it right now, which shows you how wide open the AFC is right now. When they're
Yeah.
what were they 5-5
Mm-hmm.
or 5-6 or something?
I think it's
And
5 and 6.
They're in the 6th seed. That's pretty bad.
Really, in the AFC wise, you only got Baltimore, New England, Chiefs, and I'd say Texans.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, as far as takeaways go, I mean,
There was a lot of one-sided games.
yeah, I mean, there wasn't really, other than those games we went over, I mean, there wasn't too much going on. I mean,
Yeah.
so.
The Falcons were hot last week, and then they come in just with an egg this week. But once again, Jameis Winston kind of tears it up. Throws a couple picks, but he had a pretty good stat line.
Mediocre
Right.
Brett Favre.
Yeah,
Is that what
yeah.
you want to call him?
I do think Goodwin had a record career receiving. He had 184 yards. That's his
Yeah.
record for his career.
It's like I don't get it. The win-loss total doesn't
And Winston has 20 interceptions so far this year.
right.
I hope you don't have him on fantasy. As far as last week goes, for our games we picked, I was in third place. Not too happy about it, but I had 8 right, 6 wrong.
And I was 9-5.
And I was the winner at 10-4, and I think that to the last-minute switch of the Lions and Redskins that I had last week, and that kind of got me that extra win.
There were some of those odd games last week, like that Jets game.
Yeah,
I would not have thought that would have happened. But
Yeah, that was a pretty tough week last week.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I just want to say I might have got third, but I did predict Marcus Peters intercepts golf.
Heck yeah, you got something right.
well, as far as this week goes, we got 3 games on Thanksgiving.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble. So we'll start out. The first game that day is Bears at the Lions. Who do you guys got?
I got the Bears.
I've got the Lions.
Oh,
I've got the Bears. It's gonna be a close game, I think, because I mean both teams are kind of
I do give the edge of the Bears defense
the
wise,
Bears
Right.
defense, yeah.
but I think Detroit has a better offense.
yeah, and it is at Detroit, but I just have a feeling the Bears kind of got one last week. I feel like the Bears are feeling good. The Lions are kind of reeling a little bit, but on to the next one. Bills at the Cowboys at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Who you guys got?
I got the Bills.
I got the Cowboys. I think they get it back on track this week.
Same here. I got the Cowboys. The Bills have been playing great football, but we did play New England pretty tough. I think the Cowboys get it back.
I think it's going to be a close game though too, because I think the Bills kind of came out of nowhere this year too, and they're playing really well. So we'll see what happens. But
I think we'll see a close game. Now, what was that stat, Lucas? Buffalo's in their first Thanksgiving game.
Oh, yeah. Buffalo is in their first Thanksgiving game since 1994.
Wow.
So it's been a pretty long time for them to have a Thursday Thanksgiving game.
Yeah, it's probably because they're irrelevant now, somewhat.
Hey, never know.
You got anyone on that one?
I got
Yeah,
Bills.
we're going.
Oh, what we doing?
The Thursday night game is the Saints at the Falcons. I'm going with the Saints.
Yeah. I'm going with the Saints, too.
I got the Saints.
Falcons were on a roll there for a couple weeks, but I don't know. They kind of soured, I think.
Yep, they kind of fell off against the Bucs last week, and the Saints got a last-minute victory, so they're feeling good going into this game, I think.
They are feeding Michael Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Feed me more.
He's got 104 catches. It's the most in NFL history through this
Do you
12 weeks
do
or
you
whatever.
guys think that he breaks Harrison's record?
Of 143. It's going to be close. I think he's got a good shot at it, though.
Possible.
I do. I agree. Now, starting off, we got our Sunday games, 1 o'clock games. The Titans and the Colts. Who you guys got?
After seeing the Titans last week, I'm picking the Titans.
Tannehill, baby.
They look
Yeah.
they look dangerous, man.
They definitely
Derrick
do.
Henry was running all over the place.
And this scares me because I took the Colts last week and I was wrong. But this one is at the Colts. I'm going with the Colts just because, I don't know. I have a gut feeling that they're going to get this one, but who knows? That's why you play.
And the next game we got, guys. We
You
got
didn't pick yours.
Titans.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
Oh, you going with the Titans?
Yeah,
Good choice.
Tannehill, baby.
Woo!
Now we got the Jets and the Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Jets. I think they're on a roll. The Bengals are going back to Andy Dalton.
And they can't go back down any farther. So
You know,
Yeah.
they might as well put AJ Green in at quarterback because ain't nobody playing well.
I'm picking the Jets too. The Bengals they're awful.
Yeah, I've got the Jets to win this one also. Like you guys kind of said earlier, the Sam Darnold's just looking. He's looking like a premier quarterback, and he's looking like the guy that can really lead them into the future. So
I agree.
the next game we have is the Redskins at Panthers.
Redskins.
You going Redskins?
Yeah, I want to see Haskins take another selfie.
Wow.
With one.
Okay.
And Case Keenum had to come out there. It's
Yeah,
like, what the
take a
hell
snap.
was that all about? I'm picking the Panthers. Redskins are terrible. I mean, I know they beat the Lions last week, but
Yeah,
come on.
I got the Panthers too. I think it's Panthers had a close loss to the Saints last week. I think the Panthers get it back on track.
Next game, 49ers at Ravens.
Man, this needs to be flexed. It's a 1 o'clock game, but it needs to at least go to a 4 o'clock game. But with that being said, I'm taking the Ravens to win it in a close one.
I got the Ravens.
I got the Ravens too.
I think it's going to either it's going to be close or one team's going to get out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Ravens start out real strong, maybe scored 2 touchdowns, but I think they keep the throttle going.
Mm-hmm.
And they're playing in Baltimore, so
Yeah, it is at Baltimore. I think when I looked at the Las Vegas line, it was Ravens by 6. So people are kind of leaning towards the Ravens. But, I mean, we're going to find out real quick if that 49ers defense is for real or if, Lamar is for real. We're about to find out which one breaks because 49ers have a solid defense, but Lamar has been crazy good.
this could be the preview of the Super Bowl this year. So
Only difference,
That is true.
it's not going to be a Harbaugh versus Harbaugh.
no,
Okay, so for our next 1 o'clock game, we have Buccaneers at Jaguars.
Buccaneers.
I'm going with crab legs, Jameis.
Yeah,
I do say he'll have about 3 interceptions in the game, though.
I think that's a
Yeah.
record, 23. He's going to be leading the league.
yeah, I'm taking the Buccaneers too. Like I said earlier, Jameis is leading the league in some offensive categories, but has a bunch of interceptions. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Two of his receivers are in the top 3 in
Yeah, it's
receptions, and he has the most
They're-
interceptions.
Their offense is really potent, but they're losing games.
Yeah.
I do think though with the win last week that I think that's going to lead in with some confidence. I'm taking the Buccaneers also.
This next one's going to be real fun because
Woo!
it's a little rematch here from the hitting Mason Rudolph incident. Browns at the Steelers.
Oh man.
What's going to happen?
I
There's going to be some fighting? Is something going to get out of hand here?
I got the Browns winning this one. The Steelers are going through some quarterback issues. Mason was benched last week. The other guy did come in and throw a touchdown, but after that touchdown, there was really nothing else there. Third string quarterback or second string quarterback. I think the Browns are clicking a little bit. I got the Browns.
I've got the Browns, too.
I've got the Browns as well. I just think the Steelers just aren't. They're decimated offensively right now. I mean,
Right, that's what I was
James
getting at.
Conner's not even playing, is he, right now?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Now, do we see a second edition with Vernon and Hodges?
I wouldn't go there. But the next game is another 1 p.m. game also. Packers at Giants.
Much as I hate the Packers, I have to go with them over the Giants.
Yeah, I've got the Packers.
I hope they don't win, but
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't think the Giants have enough firepower
That's kind of the same. I mean,
on either side of the ball.
that's kind of the same feeling I got. Packers did get whooped last week by the 49ers, but it is a new week. I got to say that the Packers get it back on track against the Giants.
next game is Eagles at Dolphins. Who you guys got?
Being a Dallas fan, I hope the Dolphins pull the upset, but I realistically don't see it happening. I got the Eagles winning it just because the Eagles have played 2 pretty good teams, Patriots and then Seattle. And yes, they lost both those games, but it was really close games. So I think versus the Dolphins, I think they get it done.
I've got the Eagles.
I'm going Dolphins, man.
Woo!
It's my upset.
Hell yeah.
It's my upset. I think they've been playing pretty hard here this last few weeks.
And they have.
And I think they get it done. The Eagles aren't very good right now, and I think it's time that the Dolphins get a win over somebody at least halfway decent.
Hell yeah.
And next game we got the Rams and the Cardinals starting off the 4 o'clock games. What do you guys think there?
Cardinals.
I've got the Cardinals.
I'm going Cardinals too. It is at Cardinals, so I think the home crowd's gonna show up strong there and give them the edge.
I think Kyler Murray's going to have a big day.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it doesn't look like the Rams got a good deal with Ramsey, does it, right now?
Not at the moment, no.
Looks like Jacksonville might have won that trade.
Yeah.
Now, does he possibly walk after this offseason?
After all they gave, that would suck.
It wouldn't shock me.
I do think, though, I mean, with the way they played versus Lamar, I see Murray having at least 70, 80 yards rushing. Maybe 300 yards passing.
Yeah, I can see that. So the next game up is the Chargers at the Broncos. It is an AFC West showdown, but it's with a couple of the bottom barrel teams.
I'm going to go Chargers. They haven't really been playing that well lately. Neither of the Broncos, so it's kind of a coin toss, but I take it as, do you pick Phillip Rivers or do you pick Brandon Allen?
Yeah.
I mean, Phillip
Yeah.
Rivers.
I'm going Chargers too.
I go Old Man Rivers.
Oh, man, Rivers. Now, another AFC West matchup. Raiders at the Chiefs.
Ooh, there's a lot on the line with this one too. I got the Chiefs winning it though. The Raiders were a little unimpressive last week. Chiefs are coming off a bye. I gotta go Chiefs.
I'm going to go Chiefs as well. Don't know how the Raiders are going to come out and play this week. I kind of wonder if last week was one of those things where everybody expected them to win, and they kind of just didn't show up. So maybe they'll play a little harder this week. It's possible it could be closer than a lot of people think, but
Right.
I'm
And I
still
hope it
gonna
is. It's a 4:25 p.m. game, so a lot of people will be tuning in. So hopefully it is a good game just in general. What do you got?
I've got the Chiefs. I think it's going to be a close one.
So yeah, I agree with that. So the Sunday night game is another big one. Patriots at Texans.
I've got the Patriots. I think you're going to see. I think Gilmore's going to shut Hopkins down. And then really, where's Watson going to go?
and the Patriots' defense is crazy right now, and Watson's had a lot of problems with his offensive line. I don't think it's going to be a good night for Watson. I got the Patriots as well.
Yeah, as much as I dislike the Patriots for whooping my Cowboys, I gotta go Patriots as well. I just can't stray away from that. They're 10-1. They're proving that they're real. So, but I mean, we'll see. Maybe Watson gets something going against them, but
It seems like
We'll
every
see.
year, it's hard to bet against the Patriots.
yep,
No matter how sick of them I am,
I agree with
it's
that.
just, they're going to win.
So for a Monday night game,
Oh,
Woo!
you got the Vikings and the Seahawks. What do you guys think?
ugh.
Cousins isn't.
Of course, I want my Vikings to win, but realistically, it's in Seattle. It's a hard place to play.
Yeah,
Primetime game. Ugh.
never know what the weather's gonna be. It's gonna be December 2nd by the time that game rolls around.
I hope the Vikings win, but I'm going to have to go with the Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks as well. Sorry.
You know what? I might change my pick. I'm going Vikings.
Oh!
Woo!
Wow.
Hey, Boner took the Dolphins, and now Jordan's over here switching his pick last
I
minute.
hope you're right, Jordan. I hope you're
I
right.
hope you are too,
I
bud.
think the Vikings pull it out. I think we're going to see Cousins go. They're going to possibly Thielen's going to be coming back.
Yeah, I think he is coming back.
It's going to stretch the field. I think we're going to see Dalvin Cook rush for at least 100 yards. I'd say 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, one must say.
Ooh,
Man,
bold prediction.
Man, I hope you're right. So anyway, that's all the picks for this week. Well, that was our show for the week. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on this Thanksgiving special. Hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. We want to give a shout out to our local high school football team, the East Noble Knights.
Yeah, and a happy Thanksgiving from me as well. And yeah, the East Noble Knights were 14-0 on the season. They won semi-state, and they're facing Evansville Memorial, who went 12-1. It's for the 4A state championship, and that's at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. If you want to tune into that.
So like I said, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And make sure to like and subscribe to us on YouTube, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks.